We are now joined by our friend, the Chief Tennis Officer of Universal Tennis, Stephen Amritraj, who's going to break down some new things for us with Universal Tennis and use the formula to help us at the business end of the U.S. Open. Great to see you as always, Stephen.
Steve, thanks for having me today, and thanks for chatting a little Universal Tennis.
Absolutely. All right, first things first, what is new? Tell me about this paid hits program. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, Steve, this is really a massive day for Universal Tennis and our mission of transforming tennis. We have this concept that we made into a product called Paid Hits, and basically it's the first of its kind marketplace within tennis that gives elite athletes, like some of the elite players, like some of the players that you see there, the opportunity to list their services in hitting sessions to the general public. And it really solves the issue that most tennis players, really all tennis players, want. To find people better than them to hit with. And so as you see here, we're launching with, HPWTA pros, collegiate players that are now able to, leverage their name, image, and likeness through relaxed NCAA regulations. And across the board on our platform, any player above an 8 UTR is actually going to have a request to hit button. So you're going to be able to go on there and see people in your local ecosystem and click request to hit with them, and they're going to get a message saying, hey, there's someone out there that wants to play and have a paid hit session with you. So, this is really exciting. We feel like it solves a lot of needs economically for players, and then also, from a demand side for consumers. And if this is interesting, I'd recommend everyone go to universaltennis.com paid-hits to book a session.
Stephen, this is amazing. So you see some of the names there. Allison Risk, your wife, our friend, the last player, by the way, to beat Leylah Fernandez, who's in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. Bradley Klahn there, former, in the 60s in the world player, NCAA champion. How much will it cost to hit with one of these pros or college players?
So it's really interesting, Steve. I mean, it depends on market. It depends on, court availability and their timing. I think for the elite pros, it really needs to fit into their schedule. And obviously players like Eubanks or Allison or William Blumberg are traveling a lot. But you can go there and each player lists their own price, lists their time, and lists their place. And 100% of the proceeds go back to the players. This is something we're doing as a service to really hopefully amplify the economy for aspiring pros and collegiate players, and something that we hope is a value add to our consumers.
All right, Chris Eubanks, I'm coming for you. I'm going to sign up and get this going. That's so awesome. With the Universal Tennis formula, obviously big story at the U.S. Open. Novak Djokovic, he's going for the Grand Slam, 21st major. What chances does Universal Tennis give him of getting the Grand Slam?
So Universal Tennis and our rating, the UTR rating, have him as a slight favorite right now to go through and actually complete the Grand Slam, which is actually incredible, Steve, if you think about it. The ability for someone to win 4 majors in 1 year is absolutely unparalleled. He's just a slight favorite over Daniil Medvedev right now, simply because Medvedev has had a bit of an easier path to the finals. He's obviously 1 match away, and he plays Felix in the semis, whereas Novak has to go through, obviously, the Wimbledon finalist, and then Sasha Zverev, who won the Olympics. So, and then obviously Medvedev on top of that. So it's really going to be kind of a tough road at the end for Novak, but I do think that he is such an incredible champion, and we are giving him the nod on the favorite to win it.
At 35%. But if you're a betting man, you would take the field, because 65% for the field, 35% for Novak Djokovic. We've been talking a lot about teenagers this year at the U.S. Open, Stephen. One of them is the 18-year-old from Great Britain. She's playing today. Emma Raducanu has had a spectacular fortnight thus far. How is she expected to do in her quarterfinal today against Belinda Bencic?
I think Emma Raducanu is one of the brightest stars that is up and coming in the sport. It's actually really interesting in her path, both in Wimbledon and this week in the U.S. Open, that she's benefited from not playing anyone really at Bencic's level yet. She's gone through players in the 40s really easily, which is kind of a credit to her in the fact that you can only play the people in front of you, and she's won those matches by a significant margin. This is going to be really the first test that is going to be against a top 15 or top 10 player. And we do have Bencic favored by a significant margin. However, I've learned to kind of, not really go against Mo and momentum with it. So it's exciting to see. And I think that she's going to be a bright star for, the long term.
Absolutely. Neither player has dropped a set. We're looking forward to that. Thank you so much, as always, Stephen, for spending some time with us here on TC Live. It is great to see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch up soon.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Appreciate you having me today.